I can hear it through Kathy's shit.
Shut up. God damn it. Welcome to Issue Crew Movie Reviews. It's the show where we review movies on the Issue Crew channel. I am your host, Riely, joined, of course, by a wacky cast of characters as usual. Kathy. Thanks, bud. Really putting your best foot forward out there, Kathy.
Hey,
Good
Kathy,
job.
that's your cue.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, hi, Kathy. Stop eating chips, please. Mo Diggity.
Hello, everyone.
And me, and that's the cast. You get the trio, the whole trio. It's pretty good. Iconic trio, I think. You know, if you gotta form a group of three out of the members of the Issue Crew, this is probably up there, I think. I don't know. I would say. But this is a pretty good, pretty powerful trio of people.
You know, the original trio has not gotten together for like a single recording, I don't think.
Who was the original trio? Me, you, and Andrew?
Yeah.
That would be fun. I don't know what we would talk about, though, because we met over Pokemon, and you hate that now, so that doesn't work. So what would we talk about as a trio?
We could talk about the old shitty podcast we did.
What, just like look back on our shitty old podcasts?
Yeah.
I mean, actually, I'm still proud of a lot of those from that era. It wasn't too long ago. I think some of our movie reviews are pretty good. I think some of those largest issues are pretty good. The one where you debated Mo as a timeless classic that will live on forever. Everybody remembers the epic battle, except for Mo Diggity, who forgets every time we bring it up. He's like, "What are you talking about?"
Which I won, objectively. Objectively, I won it.
Yeah, I agree. I think you destroyed him.
Hold on, what are we talking about? That's a joke. That's a bit.
Yeah, no, we got it. I figured it out. But we're talking about Paul Blart Mall Cop today. Hey Mo, you want to tell us the plot of the film in a succinct little paragraph?
Well, basically, the plot of the film is I wasted an hour and a half of what could have been used playing Diablo 4 watching this piece of shit movie. This movie has reignited my hatred for America and all things. I think this was 2008, 2009. This piece of shit came out of. I think it was 2009, wasn't it?
I believe it was 2011, actually.
Oh, I thought Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 was 2011.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Let me see when Paul Blart came out.
But while you're looking that up, yeah, this movie was such a fucking waste of time. It's like your typical Happy Madison.
It was 2009.
Production. Oh, it was 2009?
Yeah.
A lot of pieces of shit came out in 2009. This movie, fucking Avatar, which became like highest grossing movie of all fucking time. And I don't know why that movie sucks. I think this movie sucks less than Avatar because Avatar is like a giant piece of overhyped shit and it really wasn't that good. And the plot holes are so massive you can drive like a fucking fleet of Mack trucks in through it.
Real quick, let me slip in for a second. I do have to leave the room. I just wanted you to know that I was not here so you don't call on me. I'll be back in a sec.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, you're editing, so it's really your issue, not mine.
This is staying in.
By the way, okay, hey Mo.
Yes.
So while Riley's gone, do you want to hear about how the second Avatar movie literally cucked me?
Sure, yeah.
So I agreed to go on a date with this guy, right? What happened was, he said, "Hey, maybe we should go see a movie." And we were looking at all the movies. And this guy was really insistent that we go see The Way of Water, which is the second Avatar movie.
To be honest, you should have dumped that dude right then and there. It's like, all right, we can go see a movie. Go see Avatar 2, get out.
And this is, by the way, this is our first date. So what happened is we got to the movies and it got time to pay. And he said he didn't have enough money.
So bullshit.
So I agreed to pay for his ticket. I didn't really think much of it. Then, the movie lasted forever, and it was fucking horseshit. Then, after that, we got out of the movie theater and he said, "That was cool, thanks. I don't have any more time," and then left and has
Ooh.
not. He never texted me back.
Oh my God, Kathy, I'm so sorry. I think you got used to go see a movie that he wanted to see for free.
Yeah, and it was the shittiest movie.
Ugh.
Like, the movie was so like, not even like a good movie.
And you cuck people for like Oppenheimer or like, Pirates of the Caribbean 2 or like I don't know, a good fucking movie. Jesus, for Way of the Water? Ugh, I'm so sorry you had to deal with two terrible things like back to back.
Yeah,
That shitty movie.
Kathy's telling the story about the guy who tricked her into buying him Avatar tickets.
Getting cucked by the Navi.
yeah.
Folks, now, Mo Diggity didn't give you a real plot summary, so I will. But first of all...
Well, I was trying, but we were talking about Avatar and how worse that movie was than Paul Blart. But anyway.
That's fair. Let's see if you can give us a good succinct summary, Mo. I'll give you a shot.
Okay, so TLDR, Fatty McSuicidal fucking humiliates himself. Seriously, throughout this entire movie, and I'll dive into these specific points because I did make points in my head, like little plot points to talk about. Basically, Fatty Suicidal humiliates and bumbles his
keep
way.
Calling him that. YouTube TOS scares me. Don't keep calling him
that. Oh Christ! Are we? Oh yeah, we're doing it YouTube. Okay, Fatty McDepress.
Fatty McDepresso.
Espresso Depresso, Fatty McBub Big Butt, or whatever the fuck. Bumbles his way into saving a fucking mall from what was never actually explained why, from a group of X Games fucking quote unquote terrorists? Question mark? I don't know. But anyway,
they're terrorists on skate. They're like no, they're not terrorists. They're like they're robbers, but they're on skateboards. Also, is something you should know.
Yeah, like there's zero backstory of why these like Exports Games rejects decided, oh hey, let's all team up and fucking rob them all. Which, by the way, plan not half bad. I actually enjoyed it as far as like robbery plans and movies go. Pretty good idea. Like I still don't remember. They didn't explain why they had, I guess, the codes were to punch into the fucking thingies so they can get the code from that day, right? I think they did explain that. It was just kind of stupid, but still not too bad. I guess, like, I don't know. I guess I don't want to get my tism in an uproar trying to really break down this plan, because it's a shitty fucking movie. But yeah, he basically, Paul Blart saves the fucking day because Happy Madison movie. And everyone gets a happy ending. Fatty gets the hot chick, which, by the way, Asian babe at the very beginning, much, much hotter and seemed to be much more into, Paul Blart, in my opinion, anyway. But, whatever.
Can I surprise everybody for a second?
I think sure. We might have the same surprise, Kathy, but let me hear it.
I don't hate this movie that much.
Okay. I got a little bit of a higher surprise for you folks. I fucking adored this movie wholeheartedly. This movie was excellent.
You fucking would like this, and you'd fucking like not have any feelings or emotions about the Star Wars movies. You make me sick. Like, seriously, Kathy, you don't understand. All right, fucking Robin and I have been like hyping the fucking like very, very first 3, 4, 5, and 6 fucking Star Wars movies to fucking Riely here, and he had fucking nothing to say. He was just like, I just wasn't into it. It was the hardest fucking podcast to fucking slog through. Because he took no notes whatsoever. Every single answer was, it was okay. I didn't really like enjoy it.
No strong feelings one way or the other. It's like it was fine.
No, like that.
You have no feelings about fucking Star Wars.
That's what we said. It was so fucking hard.
They were 3 pretty okay films.
but I just don't know why you didn't feel a thing during
I
all three of them. Like
I'm not,
fucking Han Solo being frozen in carbonite I love you, I know. That's like a fucking banger of a fucking moment. And not only in Star Wars, but like in cinema. It's a fucking great scene in cinema. And you felt absolutely nothing, but you fucking love this. This is your Peter Griffin, and we're all drowning in the panic room, and you're telling us I love the money pit.
I think there are approximately like 5 good Star Wars movies.
I
Kathy,
think
how would
I
you
think
rank the original trilogy?
I would rank 2, 1, 3.
Oh man, mine would be 2, 3, and 1. Even though I feel bad for putting 1 on the bottom, but it's absolute best to fucking great. So they're all getting the high 5-star marks from me.
I'm a weirdo about this. I say 3, 1, 2.
I don't really like
No,
3.
we're talking. Oh, we're talking about the OG series.
Yeah.
How would you?
That would be 4, 5, 6.
Okay. Yeah. Then.
Oh,
6,
wait! You're talking
4,
about
5. You know what I mean?
If you're talking about the original trilogy,
Return of the Jedi is the best. New Hope is second. Empire is the worst of the 3. I know I'm weird.
Oh, shut up!
I'm weird.
Shut the fuck up! Oh, you're so fucking weird. God.
Okay. I would say,
Sorry.
yeah, I would say Empire. Um, yeah, Empire Strikes Back. Return of the Jedi isn't the new one, is it?
No,
Return of the
that's
Jedi is the one with the Ewoks, the old one.
Yeah, Return of the Jedi. I don't even remember what the third one is called, honestly.
it's Return of the Jedi. It is
The third
number
one's called
6.
Return of the Jedi. The first one's called A New Hope, if that's
Yeah,
what
okay.
you're remembering.
Okay, let me rephrase that then. Empire Strikes Back, A New Hope, Return of the Jedi. For the next ones, I would say shit. This what is the third one in the second trilogy?
Oh, that would be Empire.
No, the third movie in the prequel trilogy.
Revenge of the Sith.
I actually really like that movie.
Oh yeah, I think 1's pretty good. I think the Phantom Edit, which like cuts a lot of the bullshit, makes it into an amazing film. Second one you can watch is you can read a Wikipedia summary. The third one, however, is like the best, like heads and shoulders, over the 3.
I would also say that in the new trilogy, I think the first movie is actually pretty good.
I think it's okay. Like I get that it's.
I heard really good things about Force Awakens, which is why I was shocked at all the bad press about that trilogy in general.
The second movie's just like completely derail, but the first one, it's kind of like A New Hope, so it's not original, but I think they really did kind of improve on some of the concepts.
Yeah, like I get what J.J. Abrams was trying to. Because J.J. Abrams did 7 and 9, right?
No, I think each
J.J. Abrams did 7 and 9, I believe. No, I think Abrams did come back, and it was...
Yeah, and Asshole did fucking 8.
Who was Asshole? What is his name again?
Ryan
Johnson.
Yeah, Ryan Johnson. I want to make a movie for me.
He directed
dude, fuck you would die.
He directed the Breaking Bad episode Fly. How bad could Last Jedi really be?
Now I don't like that show anymore. No, I don't like that
the whole
episode.
Show.
Gross. But anyway, the third one, I understand that it's a retelling more or less of A New Hope. It was okay. It was just you can feel the Disney influence in it, and it's off-putting.
I mean, you can, but the thing that I think the thing that really sells it for me is Finn. Finn is like just an amazing.
It was good. Yeah, Finn got fucked. Like Finn and I think Poe Dameron, the two dudes, those two actors, I thought they got screwed the entire time. There were like plot points that were started in the first movie, never touched in the second one, and like there was an attempt, it feels like, to expand upon them, but then fucking died. So like what the fuck was Finn before they fell into that quicksand trap? What was he going to fucking tell Rey? And, it was kind of assumed that he was going to tell her, hey, I really like you a lot in a romantic way. Let's date.
It never gets addressed.
Yeah, it
No.
never gets addressed, and also, unfortunately, it doesn't feel that there was any kind of like romantic tension in either one of the movies. You just kind of thought that maybe through like the seventh one, there might have been something a little there because like uh guy recently got unindoctrinated, unbrainwashed, and like the first hot babe that comes his way, of course he's going to fall head over heels for, but it was never expanded upon. And I like Poe Dameron, and we kind of got fucked a little bit on the Poe Dameron Finn side because I was all like on team best buddy or best buddies, on that one. I thought that was cool.
Honestly, apparently, now, I'm not sure this is 100% true, but apparently Finn was supposed to develop romantic feelings for Poe, but it got cut because of China.
Oh yeah, I heard the same thing, and I didn't really like that either because there was like zero romantic tension. Also, it was like all of a sudden they just waved a wand. It was like, you're both
just
gay.
an old
like,
man, Mo Diggity.
No, that's not it. No,
Just,
that's not it. No, that's not it. There was zero romantic tension between the two.
There wasn't, but I feel like, I don't know. I feel like
There could have been.
I feel like there's just more believable tension between them than Rey because, like, there was just nothing there. It feels just completely out of it. At least you could have done something with Poe and Finn. Like, at least that feels like it could be a concept.
Yeah, and maybe it would have worked
It'd be
out.
better
Maybe
than
it wouldn't.
nothing. Yeah.
I mean, maybe it would have worked out. Maybe it wouldn't be. I mean, it would be a damn sight better than the fucking than Eight's romantic fucking like him and the Asian chick. That just fell out of fucking nowhere. Like, okay, because like he didn't seem like he had any feelings for her whatsoever. Like throughout the entire thing, she kissed him. It was like, okay, you're a good friend. She looked like she got friend zoned hard,
and then
that's what happened.
And then she just has like, I don't think she even has any lines in the third movie.
Oh, she barely had like 1.5 lines. Finn pats her on the fucking shoulder and fucks right off, and you never hear or see from her again, with the exception of that one, maybe a shot in the background somewhere. But I feel a little bit bad for her because I don't think that she deserved any of the hate whatsoever that the internet fucking thrown on her, because she got fucking piled on like Jar Jar Binks piled on hard. She was kind of the Jar Jar of the fucking series.
I mean, to be fair, apparently the actor for Jar Jar tried to kill himself
multiple times.
Yeah,
and now he's a fucking notable Jedi because of he's the one that's. Well, a spoiler alert: have any of you or do any of you plan on watching The Mandalorian at all?
Nope,
probably not.
Okay, so there's a. Is it canon? Is it not canon? Sort of like kids game show that Disney Plus made. It's a Star Wars themed game show, and the dude who plays fucking Jar Jar Binks is a Jedi, but he takes care of the fucking kids, and he does a game show for him, and he's dressed as a Jedi. I'm gonna go ahead and look up his name real quick because it's going to bother me if I don't say him. But
that's kind of sweet. That's kind of
nice.
Nice.
It's really cool.
Hey Riley, can we just talk about Star Wars instead of Paul Blart?
No.
I fucking watched that.
Mo has
some
movie. Things to say about.
So
Paul
I'm at least going to, Ahmed Best, but he's let's see, he's Kelleran Beck, I think, or Bach. I think it's Beck, Kelleran Beck. But anyway, yada yada. He's a badass fucking Jedi. He kills a bunch of fucking clone troopers, or no, not clone. Yeah, it is clone troopers at this time because it's fucking episode 3. He kills a bunch of people, saves some younglings during Order 66. He's one of the very few surviving Jedi that actually saved some fucking people, and now he's a notable fucking Jedi. So I'm really, really happy that he actually got like his comeuppance and he's getting his time in the sun, because God knows he fucking actually deserves it.
That's really sweet. That's nice.
What was the point we were even talking about of this? What got us into that?
Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Oh, yes, because I can talk about Star Wars like literally for hours.
So I think this movie was a very fun
Piece of
and
shit.
enjoyable story
Ugh.
of an unlikely hero rising up, rising to the challenge, and there was a lot of goofy fun along the way. I literally have zero complaints about this movie. I could not name one thing that's wrong with it.
Oh,
just
I can. And give me a
Can I?
minute, and if you like, let's everyone talk, and I'm going to go off.
All right. I
okay.
thought the
I love Paul Blart. I just think it's such a nice
Ugh,
film.
ugh,
It's so fun.
I thought the
disgusting.
first half of this movie was like absolute ass garbage fucking filler. And then like in the second half it suddenly like it just turns into Die Hard.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I
I
liked the
enjoy
first half
that
as a
part a
character
little bit.
piece.
It's not bad.
it just turns into Die Hard and then it has like a Home Alone section. It's so weird, but like I don't know, I guess the second half of this movie is entertaining and I guess I don't know. This is I don't know. I can't uh get myself to completely hate this movie.
I don't think there's anything to hate. I truly don't get it. Like it was completely harmless fun. There were some fun goofs. And Paul Blart,
And maybe
legitimately great character. I felt for that
Oh
man.
God!
and maybe it's not because it's a fucking 3-hour movie about
Thank
Gucci.
God. Yeah, I'm really, really happy. I'm also really happy that a
Shut up,
positive point.
Kathy.
No. Positive point about this movie. They didn't go overboard. Wait, what'd you tell Kathy to shut up?
Because she made a joke about the movie we watched last time. You didn't get it. We watched House of Gucci last time. She was talking shit.
Why the fuck did you watch House of Gucci for?
Because it was pretty good. I enjoyed that film.
Well, anyway, okay, yeah, they really kept the product whoring down to a very very dull roar. I guess Adam Sandler sort of knew that this movie was going to print fucking money because it was like I think it was the number one movie in America for like a month or something like that. Like it's a big grossing movie. In
True.
fact,
It made a shit ton of money. That's why they made a sequel.
that fucking apparently really sucked according to a lot of people.
Yeah, I heard the things I heard about the sequel actively make me angry. That's it. Like the fact that I enjoyed this movie as much as I did makes the things I've heard about the sequel even worse. So like I will probably fucking despise the sequel, which is why I wouldn't blame you for backing out, Mo Diggity. I wouldn't blame you for not coming back.
Well,
But me and Kathy are gonna review Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 for
I
sure.
actually
Oh, hold on.
was. Hold on a second. But let me say this real quick. I
Kathy, you
was
have no
thinking.
choice in this.
I
I would
was.
just want to say sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I want to see if I can I will do Paul up
Paul up.
I will do Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 with you. But I want you to watch one movie with me before that.
What is the movie?
The Prince of Egypt.
What is it?
Ooh, that's
tell
a
me
good.
about it.
The animated one.
Yes, the animated one.
Oh, dude, it's so fucking good. Like it's basically it's the Moses retelling of Moses, right? It's that story in the Bible, right?
Yeah, it's a telling of Exodus.
Yeah, it's a fucking phenomenal movie. It's like it's one of those animated like 10 out of 10 sort of movies, man. You're in for a big treat.
Well, hey, what do you say, fellas? Same time next week, Prince of Egypt, the three of us. What do you say?
Give me a reminder, sure.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. I would absolutely love that.
Let's do it. But I loved Paul
but-
Blart. He's just such a relatable, lovable guy. Like,
Listen, I get it. He's relatable because
I'm
you're
fat. He's fat. We get it. I knew that was coming, and maybe that's partially true. But I just think he's a weird man, but he's got a good heart. And I think I genuinely felt for him through the whole movie. Like he just wanted to be more than he was, and he just wanted to protect and serve like he's always dreamed. And he really
The punchline
really
is that
did some
he's fat
stuff.
because fat equals funny.
All right, I want to
They
see.
weren't. They didn't even play that into that. They were like,
no, yeah,
four
what the
fat
fuck movie
jokes.
did you not fucking like see, dude? It's most of the movie is him because he's fat, and then they made some pointed fat jokes. But like the big fucking like thing, the thing that they lampoon on him the most is, hey, he's a mall cop failure. He failed in police academy, and he's got to be a mall cop because he's fat as shit. That's like the
No, it's not
underlying
because
joke
he's
the
fat.
entire
It's
time.
because he
Yes, it
has
is, Riley.
hypoglycemia.
Yeah, because he's fucking fat.
Wait, no, because he needs to eat the sugar to combat the hypoglycemia.
Yeah, but they fucking bag on him like every like joke against him from like all the other characters, the two bully characters, and you know the SWAT team guy,
But that's the
and the
misdirect.
guy in
That's
the
the
mall.
tragedy of Paul Blart. Is
Oh,
that
God.
he's not fat by his own design, or at least
Yes,
not.
he is. He fucking dude. He
I
eats
know
a
he was
fucking
putting
big piece
peanut
of
butter on the
pie
pie
and
and
puts
shit.
peanut butter on
But
there. Yeah,
listen,
peanut butter fills the
Mo
gaps
Diggity,
in the fucking heart.
put yourself in Paul Blart's shoes.
I
You
am
are
in his
you-
shoes. I work customer service. I just got done eating a Schlotsky's fucking sandwich, okay? The whole thing in under 15 minutes. You know how much bread that is? I ate
Probably a
some
lot of
fucking
bread.
Taco Bell yesterday. I'm disgusting and I hate myself.
Exactly my point. Because
Yeah,
Mo
I
Diggity,
know.
listen, no, shut up, no, listen. That's the tragedy of Paul Blart. Because if you had a medical condition that required you to be filled with sugar at all times, you know you'd be putting fucking peanut butter on pie and shit, Mo Diggity. If you can't avoid sweets, if you're medically required to consume sweets, you're gonna get a little fat with it and you're gonna get fat. That's the tragedy of Paul Blart, is that it's not his fault. He's been put in a
Fatty
position.
Boombalai, well, Fatty Suicide would just fucking get off of the
Stop
goddamn
saying
fucking.
that.
Well, I'm sorry, but that's the fucking underlying theme. He looks like he's just about to fucking plug himself throughout every fucking scene in like the first like 30 minutes
No,
of
but
this
he's
movie.
not,
It looks
'cause
like he's about to fucking rope himself, bro.
He's not though. He takes pride in what he does. He loves his daughter. He loves his mom. He's not
I
gonna kill
humiliated
himself.
myself at the bar because I can't handle my fucking alcohol.
Yeah,
And I get tattoos in weird places.
He was comforted by his daughter and by his mother, and he gets through the tough times. Paul Blart is a strong man. Paul Blart holds it together. Paul Blart, very impressive hero, I think.
Oh my god.
But the fucking oh my god.
The
The first like, I don't know, 45 minutes of this movie is fucking boring as shit.
I liked it. I liked the character study of Paul Blart. I was into it.
There is no character study. He's just a fat, lazy man. That's his entire.
He's got to get off the fucking Segway. If he walked the mall, maybe his hypoglycemia wouldn't be such a big deal, and he can stuff fucking cupcakes down his fucking gullet as much as he wants if he just like walk for a half hour across the mall. That's like the easiest fucking thing to do.
That Segway saved his life more than once, so it's
that Segway was one of the stupidest fucking things about it. But there's a couple of funny parts. But real quick before I forget, so this shows us how far cinema has come, whether that's up like a rocket ship or down to the ground to the fiery pits of hell, which I guess that's up to you, the listener, to determine. But this movie broke like 183.3 million fucking worldwide against a production budget of 26 million. Now, back in that day, that was a whole lot of money for a movie, and now everything's got almost like almost like $500 million to $1 billion fucking budget, and you have to like get like fucking Avatar and fucking Avengers, first Avenger movie and Endgame levels of fucking profit to even see like a return on your investment. But this movie was like considered a high grossing fucking movie back in its day when it first showed up.
Now, can I have like a suggestion for this movie of how to make it better?
Okay, how do you make Paul Blart better?
Okay, I think instead of him being a mall cop, you make him like a real cop. And instead of
Well,
it being a mall, you replace it with just like a regular business, right? And then you have him visiting like his wife who has marital issues. They're going through marital problems. And also, don't make Paul Blart fat. Make him like a buff
What
dude
is
and
this
make him.
bit? What is this? What is the movie that you're
this sounds
describing
like
the
you're
exact
pitching a
plot
Lethal
of?
Weapon movie.
And then instead of having him being played by whoever he's played by, have the actor be Bruce Willis. Um,
Okay.
All right,
and
I take what I just said about Lethal Weapon back.
and what movie am I doing?
I
Oh,
don't
can
know
it
what
be at
movie you're
Christmas?
doing.
Can we do the movie at Christmas, maybe?
No,
Yeah,
Mo Diggity. The
Christmas Eve.
joke is that she's describing
Okay.
the exact plot of a film.
Yeah, no shit, Herpadur.
Oh, you know.
Yeah, like I
Shit!
picked up
I
immediately because
got
it's one of
double
my
duped.
it's
No.
one of my favorite fucking action movies of all time, and it's a Christmas movie. Two of them
Yeah.
are.
Oh, so Die Hard then. Yeah.
Yes.
I get that.
Yes, yes. Kathy's describing Die
Immediately,
Hard.
you were like, "It's a Christmas movie," and I'm like, "Oh, Die Hard, got it." All I know about Die Hard is that, according to a large legion of people on the internet, it is a Christmas movie.
Well, yeah, that's sort of the fun debate with Die Hard is like is it a movie that happens at Christmas, and because of that, is it a Christmas movie or just convenient timing? I think it's a Christmas movie. Maybe it's not a conventional Christmas movie like A Christmas Story or Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, but by gum, it is a fucking Christmas movie. I think.
So
And
true.
yes, I did say by gum. I am not going to take that back.
By gum. But Mo Diggity, what are some of your complaints about this film? What had you groaning? What had you sighing? What has you so down on the Paul Blart Mall Cop film?
All right, so I don't know what it is, but God, it's I hate watching movies that make you just like cringe real hard, like when the fucking doofus is going after the hot babe, and he fucking completely blows it, and the stereotypical fucking Chad, is there going, "Huh, you're a fat loser, and I'm conventionally handsome. I'm going to get the girl for right now, but later on you're going to get her," because that's how the movie goes. I hate that shit. But it is also an Adam Sandler movie, so happy endings for everybody. Second, I fucking hate that, and I hate how it's just basically I just want to fucking like run a. I just want to turn on a car in a fucking garage with the door down the entire fucking time. Like this dude would have just been gone. He would have had a. How do I put this to not get yelled at by YouTube? He would have had tweets timed to be tweeted out, if you know what I mean. Because let's say he wasn't able to tweet them out, and then we'll go ahead and leave it there. I think several times in the last 30 fucking minutes, and then there's just there's the silly fat guy has all the charisma or the riz, as you fucking kids say these days. Uh, and that's just not real because just women. All right, first off, like the movie starts out like with him. Well, the mall scene starts with him just getting head turned by every hot single mom and every fucking hot smoking babe at a fucking mall kiosk, right? And that shit's just not fucking real life. We get no action. Maybe from like chicks with daddy issues, but
Maybe
that's
you just don't have enough charisma to be Paul Blart, Mo. You ever think you might be the
No,
problem?
no. He's
I
right.
don't have a segue.
Hold on. As a hot chick, I can confirm this.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
but
okay. So
you don't
you're an
count. You're in a
authority.
different subcategory.
How am I in a different subcategory?
Ooh, you getting canceled. I'm
Explain to
gonna
me.
vape while you talk this out.
Explain to me, Riley.
You're crazy. That's why.
Listen, I'm just
Nothing
saying.
else.
I
No
am
other
like.
reasons.
Listen, many people are saying this. I have been called a hot chick many times by
But
many people.
most hot chicks aren't as deranged as you. That's what I'm talking about. You're in the deranged subcategory.
No. Most hot chicks have daddy issues. I'm just like insane. I do not have daddy issues.
Yeah, you're deranged.
Okay.
So that's why your opinion doesn't count. Not for any other particular reason.
My opinion does count.
Listen, if you met
Listen, I will
Paul
go-
Blart and Paul Blart came up to you with his Segway and he was just Paul Blarting it up, hitting you with that Paul Blart charisma, you'd be head over heels, Kathy. You'd be in Paul Blart's arms, being sung goodnight.
Absolutely not. Listen, I will go to the Hot Girl Council right now.
And I bet you a lot of them would fuck Paul Blart.
I would.
Who wouldn't?
Listen, Paul Blart is like a pathetic beta male.
Paul Blart is a Chad. What do you mean? Paul Blart is a powerful man.
Well, okay, I slightly disagree with him being a pathetic beta male. He's a beta male, but he tends to stand up for himself real quick, and he does put his best foot forward when it comes with women. But he's kind of a softy, kind of an idiot, and will like fall in love practically with any woman that'll give him the time of day. That's his bad, but that's his thing. But I don't so much call him like the worst kind of beta male.
I don't think he's like doomed to inceldom.
Yeah, he's not that bad because he still
There's hope for Paul Blart.
I mean, he doesn't hate women. He loves women.
Dude, Paul Blart loves women.
Listen. Maybe if Paul Blart was a Chad Catholic.
Oh my God, has a stream on cozy.tv.
Yeah, maybe like if he
Is
was
that where all
like
the Catholics stream?
only if he was like insanely homophobic, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, if Paul Blart Mall Cop were done in this modern time, he'd probably be like, some like alt-right Twitter Gamergate white supremacist buzzword, and like he would get dunked on
But
by
Paul
like
Blart would be a regular guest on the Kill Stream.
Oh God, yeah. Oh God, he might actually be Kevin James. I think, Kevin James, right?
He might be Ralph's like #1 co-host at this point. Paul Blart would be on every episode of the Kill Stream.
I mean, he could like do like Ethan Ralph's biopic.
True, dude. If they ever made an Ethan Ralph biopic.
Anyway, enough about fucking Killstream. Jesus Christ. Yeah. It's just kind of funny. Like, I like the dude who's the asshole in the mall. He's one of my favorite characters in The League. Yeah, he's one of the main guys in The League. I fucking love that show.
Fuck that dickhole. He was a little snitch.
Oh yeah, he's a bitch.
I honestly say, like, true Chad Alpha gets the hot chick is definitely Vec.
Oh yeah, true. And
but
I've never seen that.
Vec was a bad guy though.
Yeah, but he was also like
guy can't get the girl.
He was super smart.
I mean,
True.
yeah, I guess he's Santa, and his minions are all of his reindeer. That's the vibe I got, right?
Kinda, yeah. Like he's basically like the master genius behind the plan, right?
Yeah, and this actually segues into because I think I've exhausted the Depresso Espresso Fatty Boom Balatti fucking thing. The other thing that sort of bothered me that was shitty was the fucking plan. Like, all right, so the bedrock of the plan is pretty sound.
The plan.
Well, I'm getting to that.
Okay.
The bedrock of the sound, the foundation of the plan, is pretty good. The way that he has, just in case they get caught, they don't have it. They won't. The cops won't figure out. Oh, I have glow in the dark that's only activated by black lights. Right? Sorry, I'm about to burp. I don't know why, but blah blah blah, yada yada yada. I like that idea, but then there's all the other stuff. Like, who are these fucking people? Why are they doing the X Games fucking bikes and skateboard fucking things? The only thing that was missing was fucking skiing and fucking rollerblades and shit. It's just so fucking weird. Like, why is this in a movie that has nothing to do with this premise? It's so fucking weird, and kind of off-putting.
That's like a twist. It's like that's when Paul Blart gets his big hero moment, is when suddenly this insane thing happens that nobody could have possibly predicted, and the most unlikely of heroes rises out of it. That being Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Uh-oh, it's a bunch of X Game reject terrorist bank robbers. Dun dun dun. Only one man can save them. Paul Blart Mall Cop.
So true.
So, can we talk about, like, genuinely, why does the, like, first 5 minutes of Paul Blart Mall Cop have him doing a backflip, but it's, like, never used again?
It does get used again. He backflips over a fence later in the movie.
Oh yeah, he does. Like
he
you
does?
you can kind of tell in the movie what's going to be a callback for later on, like his training in the first 5 minutes, the training little montage thingy at the very beginning in the police academy. You can see what he's doing. You can see why he failed and all that. It was like, Paul Blart, you're never going to be a cop. Get out of here.
Even though he was
You know.
amazingly capable, it was just that the hypoglycemia got to him. Entirely. He climbed the wall. I'm sure he could have swam a lake too. He could do all the things you need to do to be a cop, okay?
Oh, he'd have to be on a Segway to do that. I fully expect if we
swim
ever
a
watch.
lake?
Oh no, he's going to go into the lake. There's going to be a shot of him going into the fucking lake or river or whatever body of water. And in a couple of moments, there will be like a cutaway and then back to the other side of the body of water. And he's going to emerge on his fucking Segway, and no one's going to say a damn thing. That's what I predict for Paul Blart 2. Which, by the way, before I forget that, I am down to see Paul Blart 2.
Let's go!
Only next month, and if you continue your kick sub to me.
Ah, shit. Okay. All right.
I figured, you know what?
The grift.
Like, okay, if you know what, and I'll also extend this to anyone listening. If you want me to watch a shitty movie and like do a review by myself, or come on to your podcast, and this goes to anyone, even inside this call,
or come onto this podcast, I will review whatever.
If you don't have to pay me money,
I will.
If you sub to me and pay me money, I will watch your shitty movie and or show.
How much would it take you for you to watch Martyrs?
$5. Any movie, $5 on kick.com subscription.
Martyrs is a very family-friendly movie.
I have a feeling it's the exact opposite of that, the way that you said it.
No, it's a really good movie.
No, but I'll co-op this too. You don't have to pay me. I will be Mo's second fiddle on any Issue Crew movie review about any movie you want if you go subscribe to him on Kick. Or you can tell him specifically that you don't want me there and you want him to do it himself, and that'll happen too. But if you want me there, you ain't got to pay me. I'll do it for free.
You know what? Fine. I'll do the same thing.
There you go. So if you want an episode of me, Mo, and Kathy covering whatever fucking film you could possibly want, go to kick.com/MoSideGaming and give them $5, and us three will come on this show and talk about whatever film that you could possibly desire. This might result in a 1 Kick subscription if we're the luckiest people on the planet.
Oh yeah, I'm down for it. But yeah, and then there's the other facets of the plan. It's like, okay, so why are you guys taking over the control room in the mall cops fucking control room? And why do you smash the fucking monitors for? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, I don't understand that. Like, why were they fucking doing that? They're like, all right, we're in. It was like, okay, you guys.
Well, I think the idea is we're just gonna fuck all the computers up, so that like all the footage is fucked, and they just like went off on the computers and fucked up the monitors, fucked up everything, just fucking bashed them up.
Well, yeah, because like it just happened so abruptly. They were like, hey man, we got the fuzz. They're in formation. Like, okay, how do you fucking guys know like all about this stuff? Like, there's just like no like all right, with Die Hard, you know,
how hard is it to have a guy like hide behind a plant near the front door and see that the cops are there?
Well, no, I get it. That's like a classic fucking bad guy, terrorist slash heist robbery move is like take over the control room and watch for the fuzz. But they're like, yeah, they're information, just like you said. Like, okay, so you guys like ex fucking like Spetsnaz? Fucking are you spooks? From the CIA? Are you fucking Mossad? Assad? Like, what intelligence agency are you? Are you mercs? Are you mercenaries from the military? Like, how you guys fucking know that? And there was kind of a small allusion to something like that with Fez. Or what's the fucking bad guy's name? The leader's name again? Vec. There was like, I thought there was something sort of alluding to that from Vec. It was like a one-off throwaway line, and it's like obscured or what's the word? No, it's fucking just like one and done, and they never really talk about it again. But yeah, so it's sort of weird that these ex gamers and stuff who have like extensive like knowledge of SWAT team formations and police formations and shit. Like, how do they know how to do all this? Like in Die Hard, that the bad guy group has been like fucking checking this place out for like weeks and weeks, maybe even months, maybe even a couple of years. Who knows, right? But kind of what they are and where they're coming from. And they don't, I think they just expand upon it just a little bit, but the theater of the mind fills in the rest of the blanks. But with these guys, I have no fucking idea like what they are or like why they're even doing this. Like, like, okay, so you're just getting the money and you're going to, I don't know. There's also a lack of a big reveal as to like what they're going to do with it. They're like, oh yeah, we're going to get this money, then we're going to like that one Caribbean island, and like, oh, that's it. That's a little boring. There's no oomph, no there's no like me wanting to care or like root against them other than, oh, these are the bad guys of the film that the mall cop guy has to fucking fight.
I mean, to be fair, they do threaten to like kill people.
Well, yeah, but that's like standard course, par for the course, right? For bad guy groups in movies.
Yeah, no, but they were ready to kill. Like, there are several scenes where, like,
yeah,
you can see that they had complete murderous intent against Paul Blart. Like, the scene I can obviously point to is when
they shoot at him, I think twice in the movie.
They shoot at him twice, and there's also the scene where he has the fucking fake dummy on the thing to like pretend that it's him, and Vec just like shoots it in the chest like 7 times. So they definitely are ready to pop some fools.
Yeah, and then there's that's going to like segue into my other point. But let me ask you this: do you think Paul Blart has a fucking body count?
Like, do you mean
I don't think he killed
definitely.
anyone.
The explosion had to kill somebody.
Oh, the explosion! Yeah, I didn't even think about the explosion.
There's the explosion in the restaurant, and then earlier in the movie, the elevator scene when that one guy, parkours into like the world's thinnest fucking glass windows on a fucking on an elevator. Like, he does elbow the dude and he falls off of the elevator, and the elevator was like pretty high. Well, not like a 5-foot fall can kill you.
Yeah, maybe.
And there's shit. I assume that there's a bunch of shit underneath the like I guess adjacent to the elevator. But
I don't think he fell into the fucking elevator shaft chasm. He fell out the window.
No. I think he fell off to the side because it was like in a mall, and it was like there was like concrete and shit on both sides, like flanking it.
Also, by the way, that guy in the fucking like sunbathing thing, if nobody turns that off, he's definitely gonna get cancer.
Well, like
I don't think that counts. I don't think that counts though. If you give somebody cancer, does that count? Does that count as murdering them? If you something you did leads to somebody obtaining cancer, does that count as you murdering them?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. However, I do have to strike that one from the record because I liked this. I liked how
I know what
I
you're about to talk about. This is pretty good.
I liked how he actively tries not to put them in harm's way, and he'll do things to make sure that the bad guys he apprehends aren't like hurts, like the dude in the ball pit and the guy in the fucking tanning booth. He does go back and gets those little fucking like little eyepieces, those little eye goggles. He does put them on them. He does put them on the guy.
Yeah,
He doesn't turn off the fucking like tanning booth, but you know he's probably in there for like maybe in the movie probably 20 minutes. And like
Tanning
how
also
long?
have timers, right? So maybe he set the timer. Maybe he's just giving him a little sizzle, and then it's gonna turn off.
Oh yeah, true. But he does actively try to not like hurt people too bad. Like he'll just like punch you if you have to. I mean, his whole thing is like non-violence and to like lean into somebody and like put your hand behind your back like you're about to get your gun, but they both know he doesn't have a gun.
I love that. I love the callback.
That was a callback.
That was
yeah.
really good.
And there's also I thought
I love this movie.
The scene where he's talking to the guy at the phone booth. He's like, all right, here. It's kind of like a video game in a way. Like you're leveling up a little bit. You know, like you're fucking pulling off fucking ne'er-do-wells and other scooters, elderly men.
Is called Blart a Metroidvania movie?
Yeah, well, he's getting like level ups and stuff, like here and there. It's more like a fucking GTA, but like
I'm trying to think of what the movie is. There was some meme about how a movie was a Metroidvania movie. I think it was Lethal Weapon. It was a movie where I don't know. I'd have to look it up, but it was a meme about a movie that was like a Metroidvania, but a movie. I was hoping maybe Kathy would know what I was talking about, but she hasn't unmuted yet, so I don't think she's
Bandersnatch?
Vandersnatch? No. If I Google Metroidvania movie, I think I'll find the meme. Hold on. Now I need to know.
But
what the fuck are you talking about?
Shut up. Hold on. I'll figure it out, okay? Maybe it was Die Hard. Let me look.
Die Hard is not a Metroidvania.
Metroidvania.
But
movie.
When he gets the phone from the phone booth guy and the fucking psycho stalker ex-boyfriend has GPS locational data on the ex-girlfriend's phone.
Oh, that guy was so funny. The little Indian guy also literally Hartsy Protsy. Hartsy Protsy is in this film. He's right there.
You'd think that with the way they kind of like the way an Adam Sandler, like a Happy Madison movie is, you figure that he'd been in like 3 or 4 scenes or more integral besides the 2 scenes that he has where it's like really funny. And he's like a good part of the movie, but you could tell that like if you're like a movie connoisseur, a cinephile, if you will,
it was Die Hard.
You know. Way. Oh my god, that's just completely wrong.
The airport is a hub, and he goes through various other areas to unlock access to further progress.
Oh, that's fucking stupid. People are stupid. Anyway, yeah, there's that. You can see where the obvious setups and callbacks and stuff are, and I enjoy those. I'll give that. The movie isn't without its funny parts. Like for example, the part where like I think his first big encounter with like 2 of the Stooges and Vex fucking crew, they hardcore parkour down there and they do all these fucking ninja moves and shit, and then he just fucking spazzes out on his fucking Segway, and then he's like and he fucking just like turns around and bails off. And this right here. How is Paul Blart Mall Cop on his fucking Segway able to lose armed fucking thugs constantly?
On skateboards, like
on skateboards,
faster vehicles, I think, than Segways.
Faster, more athletic than him. I mean, you see in the beginning of the movie when he's going to the mall, a fucking running little ankle biter dog is just as fast or slightly faster than him. The dog, which, by the way, he runs over and I'm assuming that got a gasp.
I forgot about that.
They either got a gasp or a ton of laughs in theater. That probably got a lot more laughs because Animal abuse is terrible and not okay unless done in a funny way.
Actually, animal abuse is always funny.
No, it's not, and
Shut
we're not
up,
going to have this
Cappy.
conversation.
Shut up. Shut up.
But anyway, yeah, unless it's done in a funny way, like in a fucking Half Baked or like this movie, people are like, "No, I don't like, me no likey." But anyway, yeah, he loses the fucking bad guys a bunch. They lose fucking track of, Fatty on a Segway. Like, give me a fucking break, man. I know he's got home field advantage, but like also you kind of assume that if they know the list of the stores that they're needing to go to, they
also
must have
know
studied
about
the
them all.
layout. So maybe the home field advantage ain't so much of an advantage, but this is a Happy Madison movie, so you can't really think too deeply about it because it is sort of surface level. But
You guys think I should get into skateboarding?
no,
I've been thinking about it a lot lately.
no. And with all the love in my heart, you're too fat for skateboards.
Please get into skateboarding.
Listen, I'm told they make like fucking industrial grade metal skateboards for people in my exact position so that fat people can skateboard. And I think I want to get into skateboarding. I think I really do.
Listen, it would be funny if you failed, but it would be even funnier if you succeeded.
If I was really good at skateboarding.
Yeah, that would be very funny.
Dude, if you grind fucking 3 whales or 3 rails, no whales. If you grind 3 rails and do like some fucking sick fucking kick flips and nose grinds and shit, like I'll be damned. Like I will believe in everything again.
I think that's my motivation to get healthier, get more spry, and to get a skateboard and really just prove to Mo Diggity that I can kickflip with the best of them.
Ugh.
I don't know. Listen. I watched a Power Rangers season from 2003, and there's a lot of extreme sports during 2003, and that bled into that show. And ever since I've watched it, I've just been thinking about how cool skateboarding is, and I'm like, maybe I want to go do skateboards. Maybe that'd be cool.
Everyone wants to be CKY, but then everyone decides that being a jackass is easier.
Fair, very fair.
Because, like, okay, why learn to skate and fucking grind rails and shit when I can just like run full speed into a wall and record it for laughs? That's a lot. But if you're going to be dumb, you got to be tough. That's been like an unofficial anthem all my life.
There you go.
Anyway,
you should record yourself running into a wall.
No, that's like my teens and 20s. I'm in my 40s. I can't be doing that shit anymore. Like one shitty injury and I am fucked for life.
Mo Diggity would have to super glue his hat on before he attempted such a thing.
Why would I need to super glue my hat on? That would be extremely
painful.
If that
fell off, it would be a worse fate than death if you got recorded with your hat off.
Fucking dude, I stream without my hat on all the fucking time.
Oh, is that
everyone know? Yes.
Okay.
I only started doing it recently just because I have the hard white light on, and I was going to start doing. I need better lighting because my orange light makes me look disgusting, but my white bright light actually makes me look like a real human being. So but the light gets to my eyes and shit. And I figured, like a hat looks good along with the fucking aviator sunglasses that I have. So it's like it's a look rather than cope.
Oh, okay.
Because you go to any kick or like most of my fucking YouTube streams and shit, you see me not wearing a hat. Like I'm just out in the open about it.
Okay, listen, I can dig it if you've got pride in it now. Although I'm sure you won't.
Not so much pride as it is begrudging acceptance.
Do you right now? Do you, Mo Diggity, solemnly admit that you are bald?
Bald-ish. Like no, there's a difference in between definitions of bald.
That's
like
fair.
There's like Hulk Hogan bald, and then there's I have a bald spot. I have a bald spot.
I think it's more between the two. I think it's more than a spot, but you're not completely bald.
Yeah, I have hair.
You do have hair. Yeah, obviously. You're not a cue ball. I never meant that you were a cue ball.
No,
But
everyone
I
will
will say
assume
if
that's
you have
exactly what I
if you
mean.
have more skin than hair on your head, I would consider that bald.
Like, I'm not doing comb
At the
overs
top
or
of your
anything. I'm not a
head,
head
there's
skewer.
you were doing comb overs. That's the video you sent.
No, I wasn't.
I
What video are
remember
you talking about?
okay. This did not air. This happened during an episode of
Oh,
issue 2.
yeah, because you were being a fucking dick, and I fucking snapped, and I got mad.
And
And then I was like,
but I'm
oh,
saying you
God.
sent a video on Twitter where you
Yeah, and
claimed
I
you weren't
deleted
bald,
that
but
shit.
you did do a comb over. And you were like, see, when I comb it over like this, it's not that bad.
See, this is why I fucking don't recommend spurging out on the internet, because that shit's forever. Luckily, I'm so fucking under the radar. No one saves shit, so I'm good.
You know, I didn't save it. I didn't want to like have it, but I'm just saying like you did do a comb over in that video. But if you're owning it now, if you're turning it into a look, I can respect it. I can respect the vibes. But anyway, speaking of, you know who's not bald?
Well, as long
Blart.
as you can have a shitty restaurant, but as long as your window dressing looks good, people will go into it. I just need people to be convinced by the window dressing, and then they can have the rest. Because once you're in, you ain't leaving till I let you.
Okay, exactly.
I'm going to get me a drink. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right.
Is there anything else to talk about in this movie? Hey, Kathy.
We can't end the stream video until Mo Diggity is back.
Well, no,
right?
I'm not saying we're gonna end it before Mo Diggity gets back. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying we can start, ramping down. Do you listen? I made a joke earlier, and if Demi Gloom was here, I think she would have laughed. I think there are members of the audience who laughed at this. I know to bring back up my own joke is the cringiest thing I can do, but I've turned it into a bit at this point, so there's no going back. The Indian kid definitely looks like Hartsy Protsy. I don't know if you ever saw what Hartsy Protsy looked like, Kathy. But
yeah, I just realized something about that Indian dude.
What did you realize about him?
I think he's very short.
Wow, I wonder who else we know who might be very short. I'm gonna make this thumbnail. I'm gonna make the thumbnail of this podcast if I can find somewhere the Heartsy issue crew art. It's just gonna be that character, but with the Heartsy head. That's gonna be the thumbnail.
Why did Heartsy leave anyway?
Because he didn't like any of us except for me and Demi Gloom, and he hated the podcast.
I don't think he hated me.
He, in his own words, said that the only people in the issue crew he liked were me and Demi Gloom.
Damn.
Which, I get not liking you, I get not liking Mo Diggity, but the fact that he didn't like Jason, I felt bad. I was like, I know Jason liked him. So I felt sad.
I'm basically like a shitty version of Jason. So, Jason diet, basically.
Diet Jason. No, I don't think you even provide a facsimile to Jason in any way. Jason brings this air of goblin chaos, but not in an annoying way. Whenever you try to do the goblin chaos, it always comes out annoying. Jason just kind of has this natural born ability to incite chaos in a natural and entertaining way. And that is a quality that is rare. I think Heartsy also had that quality too.
Here's the thing I have the ability to do. I have the ability to piss people off.
That doesn't work. That's not as good.
Sometimes it can work.
Sometimes it can work. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes Mo Diggity gets real mad
Mo Diggity has not gotten mad at me.
Not at you. Well, he got mad at you. He got mad at you fucking 4 years ago on Largest Issue in the Galaxy.
Well, yeah, but that's stupid shit, and I honestly, dude, I've forgotten about that debate the day after. I don't even remember half the shit we even talked about.
It's one of the most iconic. It's one of our most iconic bits ever. Was that debate?
Yeah,
that was a part of the Largest Issue Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I'm not going to be doing any more debates. Debates are stupid.
Yeah, besides, doesn't like he fucking despise Squeebo?
Mo Diggity does? Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
I
No,
also
no. Well, it's not that I despise Squeebo. It's just Squeebo has all the answers all the time, and it's look at me. I'm 16 and I know more than the old man because I'm youthful and I have answers and
Well, you should be
screenshots of
able
a
to
guy
troll them
who
and
said something bad. I'm
completely
not
fucking
allowed.
destroy
Okay,
them.
yeah, but here's the thing. I'm fucking 43. What am I actually gonna do? Fucking really troll fucking like into the fucking dirt a 16-year-old? I
Yes,
mean,
that is what we
dude,
wanted
no,
for
dude,
the
that makes me
content
like,
of the podcast.
but that makes me a giant piece of shit, though.
But that
I don't win. No, my
that's what they
reputation.
were giving, so you should have been returning that back.
Yeah, but I don't. I just think it's like a little bit dishonorable if I do that. I always want to go hard, but I always want to go in, hard in a debate, not hard as in well, you're stupid and young, and I'm the old guy who has more wisdom.
The thing is,
Because
like, you
that's
came into
stereotypical
it,
too. That's
so you
stereotypical too.
I was able to like destroy Squeebo, like obliterate.
you're wrong. You literally admitted that Squeebo won that debate live on the show.
I admitted that she won the second debate, but I was able to
They
obliterate
won.
Squeebo.
They won.
I was able to obliterate Squeebo on abortion.
No, you said they won that too.
No, I said that I won the abortion. I said that Squeebo won the second debate.
You literally said.
No, I
that-
literally didn't.
You
I
said
literally
you
did
said
not.
that you won.
That is a lie.
No,
Fake news.
no.
Fake news.
Wait, no,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
Kathy.
I'm sorry.
No,
I got
Kat-
it. No, it's my fault. It's my fault. I'm wrong. I fucked it up.
Oh
you
yeah,
won the
because
abortion
fucking-
debate 100%. Yes.
Yeah, because fucking Squeebo just
Sorry.
stuttered and stumbled all through that one, and Kathy actually showed up prepared.
Yeah. Squeebo was not prepared at all for the abortion argument. And it almost stole her thunder or their thunder. Fuck it. It's because Kathy did it. It's because Kathy did it. He stole their thunder. But then they came back swinging for the transmedicalism argument.
They did not win that as hard as I won the abortion debate.
No, not even a little. But I think they did very well, and I think they won the debate. And I think they could have won the abortion debate if they were prepared.
Wait, hold on. Did you even look at the poll?
No, because nobody voted on the poll. I fucking guarantee it.
Okay, let me check it right now.
Okay. I put in the poll for the abortion debate. I said who won the abortion debate, and the options are Kathy and then Squeebo, but then in parentheses, really?
You guys can do 3 questions while I pull this up.
Well, we can't do 3 questions and you not do them. But I guess
we're not done with the whole movie just yet. We're mostly in the middle. I mean, I guess we can fast forward to the end since we've talked about.
We weren't really going
everything.
chronologically. We were just kind of talking.
Oh, okay.
If you have more to say, though, then by all means.
God. Let's see. The part where he like eliminates the bad guys, the group one by one's kind of funny when he's in the Rainforest Cafe. The whole sequence is pretty well done.
Good.
I thought.
I liked that sequence.
Yeah, I thought that was really fun, and the botched escape attempt when he does like strap the mummy or the dummy, the mannequin. There we go, mummy dummy mannequin. I'm getting to it eventually. When he straps the mannequin with the hockey pad. Oh yeah. And can we just talk about how he's just able to fucking super speed put on a fucking full set of hockey pads? Anyone going to mention that at all? How he went from a cop uniform, why he's using a cop uniform all of a sudden? He goes from mall cop to cop uniform to fucking hockey pads to, I think it was cop uniform again?
I mean, I can get dressed in like under a minute.
He's master of disguise.
No, that's fucking Dana. That's Dana Harvey.
Yeah.
I mean, I can literally.
Did you know they filmed the Turtle Club scene on 9/11?
Did they really?
Yes.
Yeah, and there's a shot somewhere because someone took a photo. Sorry about that. Someone took a photo of everyone on the Master of Disguise set. And it was the day that he had to do the "Am I not turtly enough for the Turtle Club?" So there's a scene where 9/11 happened, and Dana Carvey is in his fucking turtle suit looking like, oh God, 9/11, it was a bad time for America then. Rah. There's a shot out there, and it's like the most sought after shot. The internet's looking for it. Like,
we gotta see it.
Yeah, and if anyone, I do believe fucking what's his name? The one that has all the fucking crazy shit. Fuck, James something, Jules, Justin
Wang?
Justin Wang. If anyone can find it, it's either Mudahar or Justin fucking Wang. I believe one of those two.
Mudahar cannot find this. Come on. Mudahar is a programmer.
Justin Wang is the one warrior who could find this.
No, like Mudahar is a different type of deep diver, though. He's the type of guy that would be like researching for a video and he'd find something like that. But from a programmer's perspective, but Justin Wang is like a professional find stuffer sort of guy, like an Indiana Jones for the internet.
Okay, first of all, I want to say Mudahar is like, I'm just gonna say he's a genius because he's a programmer, and all programmers are genius. Like,
suck your own dick some more. Shut up, because you're a programmer, right?
Why would you think I'm a programmer, Mo?
Well, no, didn't you talk about like being a programmer?
I'm a computer scientist. Don't you know, Riely, Mo Diggity? I'm a computer scientist. And the thing about computer science is that I really hate Elon Musk because he's not a real scientist. He's a fake scientist.
No one ever.
True.
Well, I don't think Elon Musk has ever called himself a scientist. That's
but
like his personality, though.
Elon Musk.
You don't
Elon
understand.
Musk is the Antichrist, and I do mean that.
Oh, he is not the fucking Antichrist. He is not.
I'm Catholic. I really like the Bible.
Okay.
The Bible is really
all right. You're getting a little personal. Let's not like it personal. Anyway, so Paul Blart Mall Cop. I think I've talked enough. What are some of your favorite moments in the movie, Riely?
The whole movie.
Okay, fucking no, shut up. No, like one of your favorite scenes. I'm trying to get. Do I have to pass the mic to fucking Kathy? Because I will.
Pass the mic to Kathy, sure.
Well, come on, you've got it. You don't do the thing that you did in the fucking MoCast Star Wars episode where you're like, oh, I liked all of it, or it was okay. You've got to have a scene that you can recall in your memory right now that you really like in like explicit detail, like the ball pit scene where he fucking rises like Christ after 3 days of being crucified on the fucking oh God. Hold on, we gotta rewind back. Let's go ahead and call some bullshit right now. We see the hardcore parkour fucking Extreme X Games guy do the fucking skateboarding across the gap. And then Paul Blart Mall Cop, barely doing 5 miles an hour, does the same fucking jump, and he choke slams the dude into a ball pit through glass on a Segway.
Yeah.
That's fucking insanity. And he fucking rises up like Christ from the dead on the fucking subway, on the Segway, and headbutts the fucking guy out of the ball pit.
It's pretty fucking rad. The scene where Fat Woman kicks the shit out of Paul Blart, that's pretty good.
Fucking funny. I laughed my ass off at that. That was good.
That was entertaining.
We're a little bit sensitive about our way. It's like, and he's trying to be a bro about it, and this fucking Karen's being a total bitch about it.
One joke that gets me, and this isn't even a joke, but it's just like one of those things that gets you like, oh, this is kind of silly. And it's a moment that sticks together in my head. Is when the sergeant who ends up being a twist villain at the end. Ooh, the spoilers. The sergeant.
Yeah, spoiler alert for a 2009 movie, everyone.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So the sergeant who ends up being bad, when he first finds out it's Paul Blart in there, he remembers him from high school. And he takes the walkie-talkie. He's like, hey, Paul, remember me? I set you on fire at the Pancake Festival? And then Paul Blart's response is, "Oh yeah, hey Jimmy."
Yeah, he kind of he lets shit go just a little bit more. That dude would be on my quote unquote list, if you know what I mean. But the scene where he's like, "Nah, you're not talking to him. You're talking to me."
Hangs up.
Hello,
calls
and
the
like
other,
calls the other guy. That's fucking funny. That was really, really funny, and I appreciated that.
Mo, you've sung a lot of praise for this movie that you seem to really hate. I think you're coming around on Paul Blart. I think you're realizing.
All right,
that...
there are some really funny like jokes that are in there that I really enjoyed. Like it was a little cringy, that one like sort of like a breaking the ice, getting to know you scene where he gives the chick a ride on a Segway, and then he's all like hanging back in such a weird fucking way. It's borderline romantic, but really fucking weird because once again, he's fat. That's the punchline. Waka waka. And, there's not enough room. How will fatso do it? Sort of that. That was a little funny. The hanging up on the fucking sergeant guy and calling his captain friend, his supervisor or whatever. That was fucking funny. I really liked that. The jumping of the gorge, his Homer Simpson moment, except successful. That was kind of funny, stupid but funny. God, oh man, there's a lot of like silly, ridiculous stuff that you do have to turn your brain off to really enjoy this movie, and it's a I can see why this movie made a shit ton of money in the box office, and fucking practically everyone had Paul Blart Mall Cop DVD or Blu-ray in their house after it came out. So I get that, right? It's unfortunately it has the unfortunate circumstance of being like marketed to the lowest common denominator of Americans in the fucking, in our country. So like it's a movie for normies, and that makes me like fucking despise it. But
I'm sorry.
I know I was shitting.
You're just a weird 4chan internet cringo that's
I'm sorry.
It's too normy for me. I'm too intellectual for Paul Blart.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that shit. I wasn't
being. Would you prefer if like Paul Blart was like fighting federal agents or whatever?
Okay, first off, that would be funny as shit.
Paul Blart was undercovering the conspiracy of the vaccine or whatever the fuck. Then Mo Diggity would love the movie.
Okay, first off, you're making me act like I just fucking consumed Charlie Kirk and shit like that. Oh man, I have my own fucking name on cozy.tv. I'm a huge Nick Fuentes fan. I love cookies and all that stuff.
No, I'm just gonna isolate that sound fike. That's not a word. Soundbite of you saying that you're a huge Richard Spencer fan, and just play that. I'm gonna put that on the soundboard in every server.
I said Nick Fuentes, not
Nick Fuentes.
Richard
I'm
Spencer.
sorry, I got my weirdos mixed up.
I'll never joke about liking Richard Spencer. He can suck a fucking.
I'm gonna get I'm a Nick Fuentes fan soundbite and just add it to the soundboard in every server that I have admin in. Just
no, I'm not some alt-right. I'm not some alt-right conspiracy theorist. No, like I did kind of like it. Okay, this was a little off-putting. Was there even one swear word throughout the entire movie?
I think Vec said shit once.
That's all right. So I'm too much of an adult. Someone has to say "oh fuck" or "oh shit" or "fuck me" or something like that, right?
Oh my god, Mo Diggity, that's such a fucking
juvenile. It's weird. You don't think it's weird, like someone shooting you? Oh fuck me, goddamn!
If you don't swear, then you don't swear. Away. Paul Blart is a wholesome person. His swears are not part of his vocabulary.
I mean, I'll give him that. He didn't say "oh crud biscuits" or "crap baskets" or something. At least he didn't say that, but it's weird to me. It's like PG-13 horror movies. Sorry, Kathy, go ahead.
I mean, I've been trying to swear less and less in my common life.
Well, yeah, but like with a movie and the extenuating circumstances, like no one goes, "oh fuck," after getting shot at, or like, "oh shit, you just killed that guy, bro."
Okay, if somebody was shooting at me, I wouldn't say anything.
Well, yeah, but this is a movie. We're not supposed to like. You're supposed to suspend your disbelief
Oh, wait. You're
a
supposed
little
to
bit.
cuss when you're being shot at, but only if you're in a movie.
Well, I mean, yeah, basically. I mean, well, I don't know. Like, if it's real life, I mean, you're having real life standards to movie standards, and they can't really be compared to the two. It's like, well, then you're comparing, like, real life to like
Wait,
Lord of the
wait,
Rings
wait.
or Harry Potter or something.
Because this movie does something unique, you're docking it? That's stupid.
I don't think it's so stupid. It's just like a little bit like, no, like there's a bunch of adults around, and all right, okay. I docked it a point, but I awarded a point for not doing too many obvious jokes. Like in every Happy and like specifically Happy Madison production movies are kind of like rife with these sort of jokes. Like there wasn't like the typical fart joke. There wasn't a fart joke in there, so like fart jokes are funny, but Adam Sandler's fart jokes just aren't funny.
Can we please isolate the clip of Mo Diggity saying fart jokes are funny?
Yeah, I'll admit that fart jokes are funny. I don't have a problem saying that.
No, it's nice. It's nice this movie didn't have any fart jokes. It's really a refreshing
Yeah,
thing.
like he's like okay. Joke, another joke that I really liked. That was some quick thinking, plus one for Paul Blart specifically when he's in that one weird sports clothing store, and there's all the fucking mannequins and shit that are cut in half or in the fucking wall. Well, he couldn't climb into the fucking vent, so he does the real smart thing and just lays perfectly still. And the bad guys come in there and they think that he's a part of the fucking scenery. So they walk by him like half a dozen fucking times. And I thought that was cool. And when his hunger pains are getting to him because he skipped lunch, I thought that he was going to get busted by farting. I'm like, oh God, here comes the Adam Sandler fart joke.
I could see it.
But then they didn't go there.
Do it.
So, all right, not bad. You're a little predictable, but I don't think the predictability of the movie is so bad. That actually doesn't bother me so much. The predictability, because it is a Happy Madison movie. You gotta kind of like expect that. So that's fine. But like they threw me a couple of curveballs in this movie by not going quote unquote there. You know what I mean?
The predictability in this movie is actually probably the thing that I liked the least about it.
Yeah, but hey Mo Diggity.
Yeah.
You remember the scene in SpongeBob from the episode? Do you remember the episode of SpongeBob where Squidward said that he didn't like Krabby Patties, and everybody was like, "You only don't like Krabby Patties because you haven't tried them yet." And then the whole episode, Squidward is denying that he likes Krabby Patties. But then he's in the vault and he's eating the Krabby Patties.
You're not Squidward. I am not Squidward. You are not SpongeBob.
You like Paul Blart Mall Cop, don't you, Squidward?
Okay, all right. Look, going through it, I thought the okay. So let's fast forward to the end. Oh no! Shocking twist. Hey, the fucking sergeant person, is another fucking bad guy. Dun dun dun. And the fucking guy, the unlikely hero, the fucking supervisor, Paul Blart's fucking boss. He's the one that fucking yoinks the gun out of the cop's fucking holster and fucking shoots the guy in the hand. He saves the fucking day and saved Paul Blart's life. He's shaken a little bit, but there seems to be something there, and that's something that the movie doesn't do, is expand upon character points and stories and shit. And I think maybe that would have been a little bit more fun if they did that in this movie, but it's all right. The movie isn't bad. Like, okay, maybe I was saying it was a giant piece of shit.
There we go.
It wasn't as bad as I thought, because the Zookeeper is a much, much worse Kevin James fucking movie. The Zookeeper is a gigantic piece of shit. And I had to watch that
Zookeeper movie.
It's fucking
I've
terrible.
Not seen it.
It's fucking awful. Like it's like poorish product placement, like in your face product placement all over the place. The dialogue is so bad. The celebrity voice actor voiceovers are just, I don't know. It's fucking stupid. And I've seen the movie 5 times because like all my we were poor as shit and we didn't have like access to cable TV, and we've watched everything. And then the Zookeeper was the new movie that we got, so we watched that like 4 or 5 times. Like I must have seen the Green Lantern at least a dozen times in like dozen times in a month because everyone
Just
liked
whatever
it.
movie you
It was
had, no
okay.
matter how shitty it was, you just had to grin and bear it.
Yeah. Watch some
Watched The
bangers though.
Zookeeper so many times. You said The Zookeeper,
Yeah.
and I immediately thought of We Bought a Zoo, which is a different movie.
Yeah,
Which
that
I
movie
remember
is a piece
nothing
of
about
shit.
that movie except for that it's a funny. Like it's funny in the most primal, like dumb sense. Like you know me, you know my sense of humor. I find a lot of just like really circumstantial things funny, like just like concepts that are like so like silly. And just the concept of a movie called We Bought a Zoo, in which the plot is that a family purchases a zoo. That's
How
just
does the
really
fucking
funny to
that's
me.
I think that's stupid too. Like I like those premises when I was a kid because I was a kid. You know, it's there's a few movies that are like that. Like Blank Check. Blank Check is a movie like that. Oh, some dude who just happens to be the bad guy, of the fucking film, and is like a lot worse than you think. He just gives a kid a blank check, and he cashes in for like $1 million, and realistically, half the shit he would have been broke after he did like half the shit before he got to the end of the movie. I don't suppose you've seen that movie, have you?
I have not.
I think it might be a Disney movie, but I know it's definitely a kid-centric movie. It's kind of like how Daryl and Flight of the Navigator were. Like the 80s were rife with movies like that. But all three of them are fucking bangers. I mean, they're just fucking great. Like Flight of the Navigator and Daryl. Daryl is like an acronym for like an android that the military made. They made a boy who turns out to be like the best fucking pilot in the United States. And I don't remember the rest of the synopsis of the film. But the king of them all, I think, is Flight of the Navigator. I've seen that movie 1,000 fucking times. It's great.
Good. I might have to check it out.
Yeah. We might have to do like a weekend where we just watch like all the movies from my childhood, as many as I can remember.
You know
Like,
what,
have
Mo
you ever
Diggity?
seen The Dark Crystal?
I have not, but I'm really interested in it. Okay,
Oh,
Kathy,
if you love Jim Henson's Muppets work and all that, if you loved any of the Muppets, you will love Dark Crystal. It's like
Is Dark
it's a phenomenal movie. And Legend, the like
wait, I would
one of Tom Cruise's first films when he's in his early fucking 20s in the 80s. It
folks,
also has Tim
so
Curry who
so is
plays Satan.
so is
all right.
so is the
Oh,
Dark Crystal, is that the movie
Kathy,
with
go.
David Bowie Bulge?
No, that's Labyrinth, which is a
Ah,
fucking good movie too.
All right.
I didn't
all right,
like it because
gamers.
it was a musical, but I fucking love it. I loved it. I didn't really like it too much when I was a kid, but I loved the fuck out of it when I was an adult because I'm a huge David Bowie fan also.
All
All
right,
right.
gamers, my friends. Let me make a pitch here. Because we've got all this movie love in our hearts. And I think it's clear that these two people in the room are probably my favorite people to talk about movies with, because obviously I've been doing it with Kathy for fucking half a decade now, basically on and off. And the longest movie review thing I've ever done is the fucking 5-part anthology I did with Mo Diggity about our top 10 movies.
And
So
unintentionally too.
yeah,
I guess you
so
guys are going to have.
here's my pitch. This show kind of ended up. I made like a bunch of weird plans abstractly because Kathy wasn't involved anymore. But now Kathy is involved again, and I'm having trouble finding the balance. But here's my pitch. So this podcast is going to continue to be a weekly podcast. A new episode is going to come out every week. I surmise that specifically us three, every 2 weeks, we get together, we take turns picking a movie, just like me and Kathy were doing before her brief exodus, except we bring Mo into the mix, and we all take turns picking films. And then in the off weeks is when I do like the weird bullshit with like doing Sentai movies with Crow Royalty, or doing those stop motion animation movies, stuff like that. Different stuff that isn't the standard 3-person trio. But I think every 2 weeks, this time, we should come together, us three, and we should take turns picking films and review them, I think.
I'd be fine with that, but I just have one question to ask.
Sure.
Is the rule still on where if we get one other person in the issue crew, we're allowed to do like any other type, we're allowed to do any type of movie review at any time?
Yes, I can. Anything you make, as long as it is not, as long as you can promise me that there's no weird bad content I shouldn't post in it, then I will put it up. So yes.
I'm gonna pretend to do a 5-minute movie review with Demigloom, but instead it's gonna like cut halfway, like 5 minutes, and it's just gonna be me reading the entire Bible.
It would have to be pretty long, because if it was 5 minutes, I would listen to it.
No. It cut out.
Okay, so it's 5 minutes of the movie review, and then it's the Bible. Okay,
Yeah, and then it goes back to the movie review after that one.
Okay, this is smart. This is a smart little idea you got. Good job on making me not consider not letting you do this. Actually,
No, that was a joke. That was a joke.
I know.
I'm gonna review. I'm gonna hopefully I can get you to sign on this, but I want to get as many people as possible to review my favorite movie, which has not been reviewed.
Okay, I mean, I'm down. If we can get any other members of the issue crew on this show, that is welcomed at any time, because this is issue crew movie reviews after all. But I surmise that we have a regular bi-weekly standing date, the three of us, to review all sorts of films. Mo Diggity, how does that sound to you? How does every other Thursday sound to you to review some films with me and Kathy?
I'm totally down for that. I just don't want to do 4 podcasts. I don't want to do 4 podcasts every week, because I won't have time to do the Mo show.
But
and I think I've played enough. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. I can totally do that.
Okay, so that's the new standing date. Is every other issue crew movie reviews? It'll be the three of us. And any other issue crew member we can get if they want to join in. We're going to take turns picking films. We'll count this as my pick, and then we'll go Kathy Mo. And Kathy's pick is Prince of Egypt. We already established that. So there you go. It works out perfectly. We count this as my pick. Prince of Egypt is Kathy's. And then after Prince of Egypt, Mo gets to pick, and then it comes back around to me.
Oh, I'm thinking, since we're doing those type of movies, I think we do Prince of Egypt. Then the next one, how about Dark Crystal?
Yeah, I'd be down for that. That sounds great.
So then,
yes, because it's 3 bangers in a row: the Paul Blart, Kathy's movie, then my movie.
Sounds good. So I think the schedule then, so we'll do Paul Blart this week. Obviously, we already did, and then 2 weeks from today, we'll do fucking Prince of Egypt. Then after that, Dark Crystal. In between that, at some point, I want to see if maybe we can fit in Better Call Saul season 2.
Oh Christ!
Damn.
Maybe we could do that next Thursday if Demigloom is down. Get it out of the way. But anyway, that's conversation for a different day. But yeah, I'm super down. But any other points to make about Paul Blart before we get to the 3 questions?
No, I'm pretty solid. I think I've said everything that I needed to say about Paul Blart Mall Cop, and I think I got some answers to the 3 questions.
All right. The first of those 3 questions: who is your favorite character? And I can answer that easily. It's Paul Blart.
Well, yeah,
what a
of
lovable
course.
Man! What a hero! What a fucking G! What a legend!
I mean, who you going to pick? His fucking daughter? Yeah, of course it's going to be Paul Blart.
Shout out to the weird Indian guy. That's really funny, and he's also literally Heartsy, as we established. That will be the thumbnail of this podcast. But he's just, I liked him a lot. But Paul Blart, complete legend. walks away with this film easily Paul Blart. Now I know Kathy's answer, and I know it isn't Paul Blart. So hit us with your wrong take, Kathy.
Here's my answer, Riley.
Beck.
No,
Oh, okay, then who is it?
Indian guy.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
okay.
mine too. That's mine too because I laughed my ass off, and I knew at least one of us was going to pick Paul Blart. So, like his scenes were like pretty good.
Yeah, okay. There you go. That's fair. Favorite scene? I gotta go with listen. There's a lot of good, inspiring content in this movie, like good, like legitimate, wholesome stuff that I like. But that's like almost the whole movie. The highlight is obviously the fat woman beating the shit out of Paul Blart. Like, obviously, that's the most standout part of the film that I'm gonna remember for the rest of my life, and is the one that I'm gonna give favorite scene. There's a lot more wholesome and better answers I could give, but the little shitster that I am can only give one answer, and that is the scene where a fat woman just fucking eviscerates Paul Blart. What about you, Mo Diggity?
Uh, man, like actually, there's a lot of scenes that I'm totally willing to pick. It's a little bit tough, but I think the scene where he rises out of the fucking ball pit like Christ on the fucking Segway. I think that's my scene of the film right there because it's just so ridiculous. Either that or the fucking part where he puts the little fucking goggles on the dude's eyes on the fucking sun tanning bed. That one's good too.
Personally, I think my favorite scene is
You're
the
muffled.
one where he
Kathy,
fucking...
you're muffled like fucking crazy.
Personally, my favorite scene is the one where he jumps the fucking roof. I like that one.
Yeah, that's
pretty sick.
definitely it's a contender, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. But did you say your favorite scene, Mo? Sorry.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. It's the ball pit scene.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know, fun little bonus. Before
Mhm.
I watched this, I was like I was playing Diablo 4 just because it was time for a world boss at the time at the very beginning. And I said to the people in there, I was like, "Fuck, man, I got paid $5 to watch Paul Blart Mall Cop," and like the whole fucking like area fucking erupted in lulls, right? And then everyone started saying their favorite fucking scene from Paul Blart, and that's when I heard about the ball pit scene. So I was like, all right, there's a scene with a ball pit. They're like, no, dude, you're gonna love the ball pit scene. It's fucking amazing. And then they're like, yeah. Everyone's going fucking ape shit. Apparently, okay. Oh, let's go ahead and get to the ratings because there's something I want to say during the rating too.
Okay, so I'm gonna have a controversial rating of this film, because even though Kathy,
Obviously, it's 10 out of 10. You're going to say
no, I'm not gonna go quite that far, but I am gonna go pretty close. This is a 9 out of 10 movie to me. I legitimately loved this movie. Like, it was a little bit predictable. Like, maybe if it subverted my expectations a little bit more, it would have hit that 10. If it had something in it to make it truly legendary, it might have reached that height. And it didn't. But it was just an extremely enjoyable movie. Like, I can't even name like anything I dislike about it. It was just like I got invested in Paul Blart and his character. I enjoyed all the fun goofs. I enjoyed all the fucking crazy action. This film is just good. Maybe I'm a normie. Doing all these movie reviews and having all these weird opinions and talking to like you and Kathy, people who have more knowledge of like film and the art of film, and always disagreeing with you, and just being like, you guys hate movies that I love. And I think that has something to do with me being a normie. I think I'm just a normie.
You are a normie. You are a film normie. Crow knows this. Diggity knows this. You know this. You are a film normie.
I think that makes this podcast fun, though. I bring the normie perspective. It's like 3 degrees. Like I bring the normie perspective. Mo Diggity is someone who, even though he's not had any formal education in film, he is fairly knowledgeable about it. And you've literally taken film class in college. It's like 3 degrees of film.
No, it was high school.
no.
High school,
Hey,
whatever.
actually.
Oh, you
I
have taken film, haven't you?
I did drop out of film school / art school.
Oh
Okay, so
no.
maybe it's the reverse of what I said. Maybe Mo's at
No,
the top
so
and Kathy's in the
I
middle.
did
And I'm at
I
the
did
bottom.
go in for multimedia web design, less on the web design, more on the editing with Pro Tools, and I've made a few films in college.
Mo, you don't have any non-society conforming feelings about certain ethnic groups, do you?
Shut up.
No.
No. Anyway,
No,
Mo,
I'm not a
thanks for
painter.
listening.
I'm not a painter if that's what you're asking.
All right, Mo Diggity, how would you rate Paul Blart Mall Cop out of 10?
Okay.
Oh, real quick,
All
Mo
right.
Diggity. Kathy probably forgot this too because we barely ever use it, but maybe we will someday. There is a negative rating scale on this show that signals ironic enjoyment. So just for future reference, if we ever watch like The Room or something, and you think a movie's like so bad it's good, that's when you would give it a negative rating.
Oh
Just so you
man.
know how the rating scale works.
Oh, the Room is a 10 out of 10 film, like a fucking masterpiece of cinema. Just
Would you say it's a negative 10 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10?
10 out of 10, like positive, like all the
No,
fucking
but
way.
our definition of negative 10 is just it's still amazing, but it's amazing because it's bad. That's our negative scale. Our negative scale is for ironic enjoyment. So I feel like The Room
No,
is
no,
a
no.
10 out of 10.
I unironically think that movie's a fucking 10 out of 10.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
And we'll get to that one day because I would love to talk about. I would love an excuse to just watch The Room again because it's basically a porn.
Yeah, isn't there like
But
fucking a half hour of sex scenes at the beginning or
yeah,
something?
there's it's mostly sex scenes and like weirdness with the minor, I want to say, because I think the boy in there is a little bit. I think so. I fucking think so. I think that kid's like, I think 17 or maybe he's just barely 18 because I know they pay for school for him.
Barely legal.
Yeah, he's probably barely legal. It's still a little weird. I'm just saying, but you know, maybe I think he's of age, but he just came off a lot as underage though.
Fair enough. But
anyway, ratings, right?
Rating out of 10, yes.
Okay. On the unironic scale, I shit on this movie hard. I must have DM'd Riely, fuck you like a million times. Because like the first 30 minutes of this movie is exactly what I expected to hate. And then as soon as we get past the stupid shit, okay, I think this is a scene where it really here's a fucking shout out, like a shout out scene. The scene where he's playing, I think it's like Guitar Hero World Tour, and he's just fucking rocking out. And in the fucking background, you see all the fucking like customers like banging on the fucking door. Hey, we need some help here. It's like fucking funny, and I laugh my ass off at that. Like this movie, despite its normie bullshit, has a lot of really like funny jokes. Like I don't think that they had any bad writers on this movie. It's just a fucking normie movie. But the jokes are there and the enjoyment is there. And there's goofy shit in there. It's a Happy Madison movie, so the predictability, I know you touched on that. I think you have to give a small pass, not a huge pass or anything, but I think a small pass on the predictability of Happy Madison movies because you know how they're going to end. Good guy's going to get the good ending, and probably the girl. Because that's just like that's what Billy Madison, Adam Sandler, fucking wants. He wants to like give like happiness to the world instead of like my cynical ass watching fucking Tarantino films and everyone dies at the end. And I think that's fucking amazing. 10 out of 10, like Reservoir Dogs. So you have Reservoir Dogs and you have this movie. Reservoir Dogs is a 10 out of 10 hardcore badass seal of approval, yada yada. I think this gets a pretty strong 7 out of 10. And I don't hate it. I think the first 30 minutes is cringe. But after you get past that, there is a good movie buried underneath the normie schlock. It's not so bad. And I think it's endearing. And I think I overreacted because like I saw this. So like, this is like back in my activist days. My TYT on the street team with
Back when you had
TYT days.
Shanky cock in your mouth, as we've discussed several
And
times.
all like, you guys you guys are a bunch of normies here. Here's some like TYT stuff. Here's some InfoWars stuff. Did you know 9/11 is an inside job? The government's after you, blah, blah, blah. I was sort of in that phase at the time. It was like, normie shit. Paul Blart, you guys are all like conformists and stuff. So I've had that mentality.
Conformists.
Like, oh, look at all the pretty families, all the middle class happy people watching their little movie. I liked it.
Little Paul Blart.
Oh, they're little conformists. Oh, you're political too. I like Republican. I like Democrat. Oh, you're so establishment. My life is a Smashing Pumpkins fucking theme. It's zero. It's like the Simpsons fucking bag. The Simpsons joke of just like being nihilistic and having no idea really why. So I finally watched it. It was like, okay, this was worth getting paid $5 to watch it for.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything I hated it. So strong 7 out of 10.
Uh-oh.
Also, I'm glad now, because of the rules of this show, no longer will it cost $5 to make Mo watch Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. He signed the contract.
No, fuck.
That's how this podcast works. Is we take turns. Nothing off the table.
Wait, hold on. New rule: if 2 out of 3 of the people say they don't want to watch the movie, they don't have to.
No, because then we'll never watch a bad movie again. And what's the fun in that?
Because you always still pay me. Movies.
Yeah, but you can still pay me.
It's going to poorly affect you too, Kathy, because you want to watch all this foreign fucking 7-hour bullshit, and me and Mo are going to be like,
that was literally one time. One time.
I do want to watch some Wes Anderson stuff. I think we have fun doing
that.
Me too.
Because I love Wes Anderson movies. They're fucking great. Like,
also,
oh, fuck. Go ahead.
I think I pissed off Andrew.
Okay, why?
Don't worry about it. Well, that's not relevant to this movie review.
I think I reverse dead named him.
Shut up.
What'd you call him, Drew Ann? Did you reverse saying his name?
We can't talk about that, Kathy. Come on.
Oh yeah.
I'm leaving all this in, by the way. That's not getting cut out. But
my rating is 4.5 out of 10.
Oof. A rough review for Paul Blart. How will he ever recover? Do you guys want to do, we all want to watch Wes Anderson. Here's my pitch. So we go through this first round of Paul Blart, Prince of Egypt, and Dark Crystal. And then for our next round, I think we should all pick a Wes Anderson movie. We should do the Wes Anderson month, where we each pick a Wes Anderson film.
Hell yeah, I picked the Royal Tenenbaums for one of them then.
I pick Isle of Dogs, because that's the one I'm curious about.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet. That's the animated stop-motion one, right?
Yes.
I'm going to pick one. I'm going to see if we can have a special former issue crew guest.
You mean Pro Royalty?
Somebody who was once a part of the issue crew.
Wait. Oh, Jason?
Yes, it's his favorite movie.
He doesn't want to do movie review podcast though. He literally said in the Discord quite recently to Harry Otter that he would not be on an episode about Fantastic Mr. Fox because he does not want to do movie review podcasts.
Oh, all right. Then I'm going to choose Asteroid City.
Maybe you can convince him then.
Oh, the new one? Yeah, I want to watch that one definitely.
Okay. So there you go. Oh shit.
What?
We gotta end. We gotta end right now. Okay.
Why?
The bots are starting to fuck up. I don't want things to go bad, so let's rush through our plugs. Mo Diggity, where find?
Okay, you find me twitter.com/MSGofficialyt, and I got my tweet on there and stuff. Check me out. Kick.com/Moside Gaming. I'm fucking blowing up over there too. I'm having a great time.
I have a link that I want you to put in my plug. Go now.
Okay, what?
Go now. I'll DM it to you.
Oh, okay. Find me in the description. There's a link tree, linktr.ee/Riely Cinematic Universe, RIELY Cinematic Universe. It's got all my shit, podcasts, YouTubes, Twitches, all that stuff. Check it out. It's all so good. It's all so great. Thank you all for listening to Issue Crew Movie Reviews. We'll see you next week for probably either Better Call Saul Season 2 or a stop-motion film. But either way, we'll see you then. Goodbye!
Bye.